Respected viewers of Global TV, today is an auspicious day because we are celebrating Gurupoornima and Hebich Technical Training Institute, one of the oldest institution in Karnataka. And this building is 184-year-old building, and we are completing our 60 years of this year is in the Industry and Training Institute. As a head of the institution, I'm fortunate to sit next to a legend who is a founder dean of Hebich Shetty Dental College, former president of Indian Dental Council, and Dr. B.C. Roy Award. Doctor, we are fortunate to discuss with you.
Thank you.
Please welcome to our show. Doctor, my first question is, during the inception of Hebich Shetty Dental College, which is doing extremely well around the globe now. So initially when you started your career as a dean there, what were the challenges you faced and how did you overcome them?
When I took as a principal of a college, I had my own ideas. What should be my college with my experience teaching outside the country, knowing those institutions, knowing the students. And also I had an experience of almost 15 years in the government dental college, Bangalore. And I was a student there earlier. And my school days, all those things, experience has given me that our institution should be something unique. Our students who are passing out should be something different. This is my idea. So I wanted, though we have started in a humble way with the lease building there in at the Bunce Hostel premises with the 3,000 square feet, we attracted students for our institution because of my ability to handle the students and giving them education with cooperation of the parents and the management, bringing out the discipline in their life. It has started getting a good call for the admissions for the students in this country. Especially in those days, we had a lot of students coming from Andhra, Kerala, and Karnataka, and all those places, locals. Now, I wanted discuss with our chairman, Shri Vinay. I told him he should give me all independence for what I do. He should support me for all the expenditures what I am going to do for these colleges. And you should support me with your wisdom how to build a college for infrastructures and equipment. So my first task was to make the student facilities of the latest, whether it is in clinicals or whether it is in laboratories, or whether it is in teaching methods, whether it is in discipline, everything, I have requested him. And, Dr. Mr. Vinay Hegde was very, very concerned about my way of thinking. And he said, yes. And he supported from A to Z everything what I have asked for him. That was the best backbone for me to do things which I wanted to do. See, we are the first college in the country to have a clinical cubicle system. In a clinic, we have made a cubicle for each individual dental chairs and this one. First time in the country I'm talking about. And this is not done for fashion. Not like an office, they have cubicles and all, not like that. See, it is very important. I learned it from outside, not from my own this one. It is to control cross infections from patients to doctors, that patients to patient, some infection, because we use certain instruments and other things which go in the droplets. Then there will be bleeding, cotton will be there here, this and all. Next is we are the first persons in the country to have a fully equipped restorative lab. we are the first persons to introduce computers for the students' benefit and patients' benefit. In spite of we are in a leased building, we have done all these things. Plus, my trump card, discipline is very important. Another trump card, know your student. Every teacher should know their student. For me, no student is a bad student. If they are eligible to join our course with the eligible marks, they should be able to do their studies and do well in their profession. So this was my three principles on which I pressed. I kept every teacher, every student on their toes as far as learning is concerned. But in the discipline, I used to roam around in the Mangalore town just to watch the even in the evening. I used to go to the hostel, not because I'm having a problem with them. If I have made a regulations, I want to see whether it is happening. This is the way I started my institutions. And all parents found that there is a good protection for them. First is protection. They want protection, especially the girl students. Next is they are not extravagancy in their life. The third is they're all up to the standards of this work. So in the first year itself, our students got all the 10 ranks in the Mangalore University. So somebody asked me, "Oh, you have done a great thing." No, it is not my great thing. It is my students who brought the credit to this institution. So this is the humble way I started all these things. We developed colleges. We had a lot of students and parents interactions. And I used to say always my students, I want to sandwich you between parents and me. Means teachers. Sandwich you. So, see, there was no cash money was available for any student more than 1,000 rupees in those days. All the hostel fees, directly they have to send it to the college. Of course, college fees and other things, everything. Because I have seen in my own days, people borrow money when you have a money and they don't return. Then they quarrel, they fight. All these things I've seen in my life as a student as well as a teacher. So, this is the way I have built good moral and ethics in our students. And it is very well appreciated because parents were actually the, you know, advertising media for us, for the admission of the college. So, we had a full admissions always. So, we started with 40, we made it 100. With the 4 years, we started postgraduate courses. And those are the days no teachers were available. We have regulations. The teacher has to, as you know, yes, the qualifications and their experience, and they're all important. See, there were only about 20 dental colleges in the country at that time, with 30 admission, 10 admission, 40 admissions, and one or two colleges, 100 admissions. And government services, youngsters, they remain as a lecturer forever, assistant professors as a forever, perhaps professor as ever, principal as forever, till they retire also. I'm just because of age difference is not much, post vacancy is less. So if you want to appoint a principal, there is no qualified principal. For example, when they started a dental college in Bangalore, in the Bangalore Medical College, we didn't have a qualified principal. The medical college principal was was our dean. Then they appointed another person who was in the government service, Dr. S. Ramachandra. For today's standard, he is not eligible for to the post of. He can be eligible only for the post of the lecturer, because he is a medical man with a DMD from USA. He doesn't have a teaching experience in the dental college. It has to be dental college experience, and he doesn't have a post graduation qualification in the dentistry. then how can he become a principal? He can't even become an assistant professor. No. But those are the days when they started a college. Most of the unqualified people were, even when they started a college in 1948, 53 and all, there were not qualified people who are not there. But unfortunately, after so many years, by 1985, we don't have a manpower. We want 6 professors. And in 2 departments, one department, we want 3 readers. In another 2 departments, we want 2 readers. Then other departments, there are 6 departments, we want to have an assistant professor. Like this was the system. Where is the manpower? And the government has given, when we started, it was only, I think, 2 or 3 dental colleges in the country, in our Karnataka state. Earlier, 2 colleges were there, Davangere and Manipal. So when we started, there were no principals available for us. Because I resigned and went away and I have an experience, they made me a principal. I had already 14 years experience in the college. Then I elsewhere also had a good position in the colleges. So they could appoint me as a principal. How to find a? I was, of course, my specialty. First year it is required is one professor from my specialty. I was there, professor and principal. Rest, very difficult to get. So it is because of my earlier contact with so many people in the country. As a as a teacher in the government dental college, I had a lot of contact with the other seniors. So I have to take the help of those people to become a faculty of the college, which was very difficult for many colleges. Even Manipal had a difficulties in having a faculty at that time. Our specialty of prosthetics, there was no professor in Manipal, so being such an old college. So this was what I'm saying. It was a very difficult time. But for my luck, for my goodwill, a lot of friends helped me and we had a good practical professors. So like that, my own students who have written post graduations and other things in the Bangalore Dental College students, some of the other here, some of them joined me because I become a principal of the college. They even outside people also. So I could help a faculty like that with the with my capacity to provide everything for a student's requirement for teaching faculty. So we didn't have any problem with the authorities like university or council to have certain recognitions. Actually, our college, when it was recognized in 1989, a dean of Indoor Dental College, he came here for an inspection. After the inspection, he wanted to see our vice chancellor at that time, Mangalore University. So I took him there. He told about our college. This is the first college in my in the country I've seen where they have a cubicle system. He reported that in the Dental Council report also. Oh, he wrote about everything because our lab, because restorative lab, all provisions for the instruments to treat patients, and our system of education, everything he liked it. Is Professor Das. Professor Das from he is a postgraduate from GDC Bombay Board, and then he was a Hindu principal of the college. No, without knowing a dental college people, it has happened to me. Dental council people. So all these things. One Dr. C.S. Prasad from Madras came. He is a very senior professor of Chennai College, and he was so friendly. In the evening when we had to have a dinner, said Shetty will play, uh, arm wrestling. No, they are friendly. I'm talking about. So we did arm wrestling, and I have to beat him. So he was much stronger than me, and but I am being a sportsman. I had my shoulder strength and other things. So it's all fun we had with all our senior colleagues, and they helped me a lot. My senior colleagues who have come here, they have helped me. They have liked what the way we are doing it for the to build up an institution. In fact, these are the points which made abundant facilities for the students to learn. Then I came with an idea, because in those days we used to go for a dental checkup, in our dental college in Bangalore, just to go and see. Okay, so once, famous person like Pindberg is a authority on oral cancer in the world. Uh, she came here and to our college. We went for surveying in some villages in Devanarli, and I was assisting in only giving the mirrors, sterilized mirrors. Yeah. So we are just checking and telling them, you have this, you have this, you have this. What to do? Nobody says. you know, See, this checking, medical checkup and other things, camps and all, it's more of a fear causing than making them an awareness and getting a treatment. Why fear means? They cannot afford to come to the far distance. They cannot come. They cannot afford to leave their work and come. They can't afford money. So all these things are, in those areas. So what would be the situation for this? So I didn't believe in that. I made a system where we carry everything to the camp and give primary treatment, whatever is necessary, or emergency treatment necessary for them. It is not just like taking instrument, but methodically, scientifically, medically fit way we able to do it. You know, for our patients, we require dental chairs. We didn't have a dental chairs. So many patients, how can they have a dental chairs? One or two is not sufficient. So I imagined myself and made a wooden board with a cushion, and you keep it on any chair and lean back over it. The head is fixed. So for us, is when the head is fixed is enough. So this is my dental chair for in the camps.
Community dentist.
Yeah. So every student is made to go to these camps. Every faculty is going to the camps, and we were helping the patients in the small areas. 50 people, 100 people, 200 people, 1,000 people, like that. Then, then I thought we had an opportunity that to make a dental center in Markera Hospital. There is a private one hospital is there run by the societies. So there, our chairman wanted to put a dentistry there. So we went there and named it as a K.S. Hegde Dental Centers and all. Then I got an idea. Why can't we have same type of a centers with the help of the locals, and take our students, interns, postgraduate students there, provide a free treatment there. So like that, by the time I retired, we had almost 15 centers. It is spread from up to Kundapur to beyond Markera, Sringeri and all those places. And for my surprise, it gave a good opportunity for my students to learn.
Practical.
My first life, because they're getting different kind of patients, because the practical experience. Then I got an idea, and let us thought, why not we create an awareness for people about our oral and dental health. There are so many things. So we made with the help of a faculty member, one Chitta Chaudhary, we made one questionnaires. We trained the student how to ask a questionnaire and reply for the patients. Now, for example, you go to village house and ask somebody. One example I'm talking about. Do you take salt? Yes, they will say. When do you put salt? While cooking or after cooking? And then they will say, yeah, we'll put it in, because they get more interested with this question. Cooking only, because they know it. They have to put the salt.
Getting them involved.
So getting them involved, and then finally we say, no, you should not put it while cooking. Why, they will ask? Then we say there is an iodine which becomes bromide, and 30% of the iodine is lost. So you have to do it, cook it after the After the cooking, you have to put the salt. And many people in the West, they put salt only on the table salt by for their taste, not increasing all the, because if too much of salt is also not good. So this is how student has to explain it there. So my students have gone house to house also. And that experience of which some of the students who have gone to America and all, they were so much interested. Then we have geriatric old patients. Many of the old people are they can't come to the college. I mean, hospital or a dentist surgeon in the cities, and so many times they have to come. There is nobody to help them to bring them. Also, they can't afford to come. Also, so I started single day denture. It is in 1987.
That's a masterpiece you created, Doctor.
Single day denture. We go start everything. We carry everything there. Actually, so many equipments, everything we carry. And first, I think 54 benches or something, we did it in Kinamiri. And for at that time, we didn't have that strength. So some of my colleagues from Bangalore and all, they came for to help us, and some our faculty together. We made that one day denture. We finished by 5 o'clock. Of course, it continued. We were in so much demand. We used to go to Tirupati, far distance like Chintamani, then in Coimbatore. So many places we used to do, and it was a real picnic and experience for our students. But these are all the things gave students a good opportunity to be this one. Then I thought, why can't they do street plays? Street play is the one which uh, is least expensive. No expenditure for street play, except that you may have to one common court like things. So I trained my students. Topic: habits and hazards, like that. The personal hygiene, all those things. Family planning, then cancer, some diseases like that. Water, environment, all those things. So they have to write a play by themselves. Students has to write a play by themselves, and it should not be a long. It's about half an hour. So, and the dialogues are made. They are acting, talented people, and then I sit there. I also, because I used to take place in dramas and all in the college days. So I used to tell them, so your voice should be like this. So you should be commanding, demanding. Everything should be there when you are talking like this. So like that, we are trained. Beautiful. We have gone up to Shirshi, and on our 20th year celebration of our college, and we made a competition for all the colleges in the country, medical, dental, and kept prize of 1 lakh for the best one. We got the experts in street plays from Bangalore to judge them.
Such
You
an
know,
inspiration.
this is inspiration for students. See what it has gained for a student: how to talk to patient, how to know the. It's very important for us as a doctor to listen to the patient. Advice to give to the patient is very important for us in our profession. Today, nobody touches the patient probably. I don't know. But what I'm saying is artificial intelligence, this, that, there's so many. See that the olden days of differential diagnosis, it probably is forgotten for today's students and doctors. Anyhow,
That probably, Doctor, that's what my next question. You created such an impact. Thousands of master degree holders are trained under you. Uh, Now, what is happening and what is your message to young doctors who are preparing themselves? The importance of skill. As I said, that how artificial intelligence or IoTs are taking over our profession. But what is your message to the young doctors to come up in their profession?
see, to come up in the profession for any young graduates of today or tomorrow, I would say a personal experience, hands-on experience of about this science application to the human beings and technology application for your treatment should be personal one to one.
Correct.
And you should have sympathy and empathy. And don't experiment on persons. If you are in a doubt or a thing, ask experts and have a proper training. See, in Bangalore Dental College, I was training one student. His name is Reddy. He went to America and all, and Harvard University did something, and was become a big man there. He was little extracurricular activity student, and he was failing in some subjects and all. So I was in those days, we post the students and they ask them to make a denture. Uh, well, learning is. So we supervise them, we teach them. Then one patient he was doing, he was not able to do it. He tried 2 3 times. I asked him to repeat this. Oh, like that it is. So finally, time is over. Patient was there. That step has to be completed that day. So I took it. I made it myself, and I it's what is a procedure called impression for a head and shoulders patients, toothless patients. So I made the necessary steps and made an impression for him. And I was just showing him, see how it has to be like this. I told him. Then, to my surprise, I'm showing to him like this. The patient sitting there spat on my face because full of saliva and everything. At 10th time, I was young at that time, and my spirit was different in those days. Very aggressive I am. So I just stared at him. I didn't do anything to him. I just stared at him. He fell down from the chair, dental chair. Then, of course, he got up. I went and I washed my face and came. Then immediately he lifted his shirts, shown lot of scars in his abdomen. And then, see, I am having so many operations. I am sitting here 2 hours. If you could do it in 10 minutes, why you have subjected me to like this? Like this, he tried to pacify me. Said, all right, don't worry. We'll help you. Like that. So this has given me a lesson. How should be a teacher when they are training the students? Oh,
Understanding the patients.
and our mistake is the student should know about the patient first. You know the patient before you treat.
Now, I think even banks are adopting that procedure now. Know your customer, KYC. That we have started long back.
No, it is an experience. It has taught me something in the life.
It is such an inspiration. And Hebich Technical Training Institute on this Gurupoornima day, what else we can ask for? Such a legend to give his experience. It is like all of us, young administrators, definitely can adopt and create the changes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your insightful thoughts.
So as a teacher, I say, know your student before you teach. No student is a bad student.
Correct. That is a best tagline, sir.
And as a doctor, I would say, know your patient before you treat. Have sympathy and empathy for them.